of your English level, right? But I will say that I'll prefer not so difficult words, but most prepared ideas than say a difficult one and get confused in all my whole idea.
Yeah, exactly. So, exactly. So, Amalia, during this task, try to use words that you understand, that you can pronounce, that you can manage, and try to practice with them. Okay? So, for example, here, 1 second. High students where okay. Personally speaking, what can be another word to or another phrase to start your
Um,
first?
in my opinion,
My opinion. My opinion. Personally speaking.
another one.
Yeah, another one. What can be? Uh,
Mm, I don't know if it is correct. Uh,
mhm,
Simply, if you say I, you
mhm,
can like omit
mhm.
that intro.
Oh, omit that intro. Like, for example, with what phrase do you think you can start?
For
I,
example, uh, omit the personal speaking part and just uh, start with the idea. I definitely prefer to study in group and everything. I think that it's another option.
yeah, it is another option, Amalia. Uh, as I said, is up to you. So let's try to make a template in this moment, all right? So
Okay.
what do you think would be better for you? What are you more comfortable with? In my opinion, I think, or personally speaking, or I strongly
Oh
believe.
yeah.
Mhm,
If I remember that in the last test, I said I
mhm.
strongly believe or I strongly prefer.
Okay.
But I think that the three options, in my opinion, personally speaking, I strongly believe
Mhm.
are okay for me.
Okay, Male, nice. So yeah, let's go into practice with I strongly believe, okay, because you are you are more accustomed to that. So I strongly believe, right? Good. Okay. Then I strongly believe. So here you have to say your what is your choice, right? What do you
Mhm.
think about this question?
Mhm.
So I strongly believe, okay, let's go into practice with this part. Okay. I strongly believe. What do you strongly believe, Amalia? That is study
Eh,
alone with a group of people. Mhm,
yeah, I will say I strongly believe
mhm,
uh, that for me it's better to study alone.
mhm.
It's correct, the idea.
Yeah, but I strongly believe you would say just it's better. I strongly believe it's better
Okay, I strongly believe it's better to study alone.
to study alone. Okay.
Should I continue?
To study but alone. Yes. Now you have to give your reason. So you have
Hmm.
to start with B, B, B,
Alone.
because,
Uh,
and here are your reason, right?
yes. I strongly believe it's better to study alone because
Mhm,
for me
mhm,
it's no, because I easily get
mhm.
distracted.
Because I easily get distracted. Okay, Amalia, that sentence, I easily get distracted, is very personal. You have to, in this in this part, you have to try to give a more general reason. So,
Okay.
so because, so because, okay,
Because
tell me what is, what do you think? What do you think? What can be a good reason for
mhm.
here?
Well, I strongly believe it's better to study alone because it's easier to being focused.
Oh, okay. It's easier to keep focus. Okay, to keep focus.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good one. This is nice. Okay,
Okay,
because it's
perfect.
easier to keep focus.
Mhm.
Nice. And that's it. Okay, that's your first part, um your first paragraph. We can say. Okay, I strongly believe it's better to study alone. Okay. Now, what do you have to give next to support
I
this?
maybe to support that idea, I'll say like an example.
Exactly. Uh, for example, uh,
For example,
yeah.
I strongly believe it's better to study alone because it's easier to keep focus. Well, I don't. So in this part, I should say like a personal example, right?
Yeah, a personal example. So, Amalia, here during the test, what do you think would be better? Um, to score high, right? To to give a real example, to think for some seconds and give a real example, or to make up, to make an example, even though it's not real. What do you think
Yeah,
would be better here?
it will be better to make any example.
Exactly, very good, Amalia. Because here they are not asking you to say specifically the truth, right? They
Mhm.
are asking you, they are going to score you based on how you communicate your
Mhm.
ideas, how you support this reason that you're giving. So I would suggest you to just make an experience, okay? And an
Yes.
experience that easily supports this reason. So try to
Mhm.
make that. What can be the best experience that you can think of, and that can support this reason, this main idea.
Yes. Well, so I'll say, for example, I actually don't know what to say. Uh, for example, I don't know if it will be correct to say, for example, when I was on, uh, for example, when I was preparing for the TOEFL test, I personally preferred to study alone in order uh to don't get distracted.
To study alone, to not get distracted, right? Distracted. Okay.
You think it's right?
I think that this part is very personal. Okay, it's very
Mhm.
you're saying here that you think, that you believe, but try to give more actions specifically. Okay, for example, when I was preparing for the TOEFL test, studying alone. Okay, studying. Okay, when I was preparing for the TOEFL test, studying alone, mm, I wasn't, okay? I wasn't distracted by friends, or I wasn't distracted by classmates. Okay, I wasn't
Okay.
by classmates. Okay, classmates or friends. So this sounds more like an experience, okay? Because if I say, let's imagine that I say, okay, I think that it's better to study alone. Uh, I think it's better to study alone. For example, when I was 6 years old, I thought that studying alone is good.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't give you any reasons, any experiences, any
Mm-hmm.
actions, right? And that's what you try to focus on. Okay, for example, here I think we have a good example. Okay, let's check it. Okay, look at here. I prefer to study in group. Okay, here it's the opposite idea because it
Mm-hmm.
helps me change my knowledge. Okay, it helps me get more knowledge, right? And the example, right? First, when I when I study in group, I can help my friends in their difficulties. For example, if my friend doesn't understand a topic, I can teach him that topic. Okay? If I don't understand, I can teach it. That's
Mm-hmm.
that sounds more like experience, more actions. If this happens, this other thing happens, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
So uh, I got inspired.
okay,
uh,
good.
so I strongly believe that it's better to study alone
Mhm,
because it's easier to keep focus. For
mhm,
example, when I study alone, the teacher can be focused only on my knowledge level, so he can help me in whatever I need.
that's better.
It's better.
That sounds way better. Aha, exactly. Very good.
Okay.
Nice. Now, um, yeah. So now, Amalia, in this task, there are two options, okay? There are two big options. Option one is to give two reasons, okay? Two reasons and two examples. And
Mhm.
option two is to give just one reason and one long example.
Mhm.
So it's up to you, but I would highly recommend you to just give a reason and give one long example. Okay. That's my suggestion, but what do you think? What can be better for you? Do you think you can give two reasons and two examples during the question?
Mm. Well, I think that also it depends on the question,
Mhm.
but yeah, maybe it's better if you give only one one reason and one long sample, so you can be like focus on give one good answer.
Exactly, Maria. Good. Let's see, all right? Instead of
Mhm.
asking, let's practice. Let's have a practice, okay? So, Amalia, you
If
are going to have.
if you see myself like looking down, it's because I'm writing.
Oh, you're writing.
Yes.
Okay, Amalia, no worries. It's okay. Thanks for letting me know.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have 15 seconds, right? 15 seconds to write your notes for in the during the first task. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So even though they are just 15 seconds, it's good. It's very good to write notes, okay? For example, you can write something like, okay. Uh, yeah. Okay. For example, you will give a reason, right? Your reason was that it helps you focus.
Mhm.
So instead of focused, you can write just FCSD, okay? Focus.
Yes.
Yeah. And for your example, you can say something like TOEFL, right? Because you are going to mention TOEFL, right? So,
Mhm.
so TOEFL, teacher, um, private, maybe, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
It's better to study alone because it helps me keep focused during for example, during the TOEFL, my teacher taught me private lessons. It was better for me to concentrate, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's write that. Small notes, small quantity of notes, but that can help you. Okay, let's practice. Let's going to have, okay, 1 second.
You're going to ask me another question.
Yes, it's going to be another question. It's
Okay,
going to
okay,
be another question. All right.
okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. 1 second, please. I'm going to set the timer.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So, Amalia, now you have 15 seconds to write notes about this question. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You start speaking now, Amalia. You have 45 seconds.
Okay. Personally speaking, I will prefer to buy my own business, uh, because I think that with my own business, I will be able to save some money and, well, to make some money and to invest it or and save it also. So in a couple of years, maybe I will be available to buy my own house. And that's why I will prefer
Mhm.
to buy a house. Digo, my own business. Teacher, I got very nervous, okay?
Yeah, exactly, Amalia. No worries. It's okay. Okay. So yeah, but try to relax. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay. It's just a practice. Okay, nice. You're doing great in the beginning, especially. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you tell me your reason. That's good. It can help you to make more money. Nice. Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
in the second part, you have to start with an egg, exa, with an
Right.
example, okay?
Yeah.
Example, experience, right? So you could
Mm-hmm.
have said, so I would prefer to own my own business because it helps you to make more money. For example, for example, many years ago, I was able to buy a new house, my own new house. And it was because I started a bakery
Oh,
business in my hometown. Okay,
yeah.
something like
You're
that.
right. You have to
You
be
have to-
creative with this task
Mhm.
because it's like you have to think fast, a little
Is-
light.
yeah, you have to. That's true. You have to. Your examples don't have to be real.
Mm-hmm.
That's very,
Mm-hmm.
very important. That's very interesting to do. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Exactly, Amalia. So, okay, let's try to give another try, okay? You will have 45 seconds.
Okay.
Order 45 seconds. And to practice this part, let's don't use business, okay? You are you are going to prefer to buy a house, okay? Buy a house, but try to make your own examples. Try to give other experiences, okay? Other
Ah,
reasons.
okay. So now it's the
All
same
right?
question, but the other option, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, okay. Well, give me
Because
15 seconds.
I want to exactly, no worries. But I want to help you to be more creative. Try to think other ideas that maybe you wouldn't. Okay.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
15 seconds. 15 seconds start now. 15 seconds to write notes. You start speaking now, Amalia. Yeah.
Okay. Personally speaking, I will prefer to buy my own new house. Um, this is because I would like to live there with my family, with my husband and kids, and make some reparations and some fixes on the house in order to get more get a more beautiful house. So then we can sell it and for a higher price and then buy another brand new house.
Mhm. A brand new house. Okay, nice, Amalia.
I don't know if you understand my idea because I
Mhm.
think that I was like a little confused, but you understand, right?
Yeah, I did. I did
Okay,
understand, Amalia.
okay, okay.
Nice. So, yeah. So you prefer to buy a house because you could live there, because you can live there with your family, right? Your husband
Mhm.
and kids, and and there you have to save for for example, right?
For
For
ex- for
example.
example,
For example. And what was your example? What can be your example for
for
buying a house?
ex for example,
Mm.
uh, we can make some reparations and some fixes into the house in order to make it more modern
Mhm.
or moderner.
More modern,
Okay, okay.
better. Yeah.
In order to make it more modern, and
Mhm.
then we can sell it
Mhm.
by a higher price,
Mhm.
and later buy a new house.
Uh-huh. That's a nice idea, Amal. That's good. Now,
Okay.
what you told me, is that an experience? Is that an experience in past life? Does that sound like an experience?
Yeah, I think that like an experience. No, I think that it's more like a future plan.
Exactly. That's more like a future plan, Amanda. Your future plan is good. Your future plan is good. Okay? But during this test, is way better to give an experience. Okay. So,
Okay.
for example, for example, when I was living with my okay, for example, when I was living with my parents, my father sold our old house and sold our old house for a high price, and he was able to buy another big house in the countryside where he could live with me and all his family. Okay, so try always to give an experience, because an experience gives more support. It gives more
Okay.
support to your main reason. Okay.
Okay. I understand.
Okay, Amalia, nice. Let's practice. Let's practice with another question. Okay, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, Amalia, good. So. Let me check this part. Oh yes, also, Amalia, we are going to make a short activity before we practice the next question. Okay.
Okay.
So, Amalia, I want you to give me three topics about anything, okay? Anything. And I am going to
Okay.
give you three topics, okay? For example, movies, another topic. Okay, I'm sorry. Nuclear weapons, okay?
Okay.
Random topics. You have to write three, okay? I am
Okay.
writing uh, another more. Okay, guitars.
I am writing as well.
Yeah, good. Right.
Mm, and okay. Okay.
Okay, nice, Amalia. So now, okay, 1 second, please.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. So now, Amalia, I am going to write here, okay, this whiteboard, one topic. We have six topics, right? Movies,
Yes.
nuclear weapons, puppies, songs, swimming, right? I am going to write here a topic, and when I finish, writing the topic, you have to start talking about this topic, okay? So
Okay.
swimming, you start to talk about swimming. Anything,
Okay.
okay? Anything.
Okay.
I write guitars, you start talking about guitars. All right, do you understand?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good. So, you have to start talking in this moment, okay? My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, start talking.
So, swimming is one of my favorite sports. When I was 10 years old, I used to practice swimming and I was a very good athlete. So, when I was 15, I used to be part guitars. Uh, I don't know how to play the guitar, but definitely it will be a very great instrument that I would like to learn someday of my life. One of my favorite guitar artists is a
Yeah,
Carlos
continue,
Santana.
continue. Continue, continue. Yeah.
Eh,
Now,
Puppies. Okay. I have a dog. He's now 10 years old, but I remember when my dog was a puppy, it was a really cute. It was black, and it was always like very gently. Uh, and it says nuclear weapons. Well, this is a very sensitive topic, I think. I don't know much about nuclear weapons, but I have heard that in Hiroshima and Nagasaki were some nuclear attacks on the past century, and many people died in there. So that's very sad.
continue, continue.
Okay, and well, and now we are going to talk about songs. One of my favorite songs is Mariner's Apartment Complex of Lana Del Rey. I think that all that album that it's called Norman Rockwell, it's a very good album with very good songs. And now we are going to talk about puppies again. Yesterday I went to visit my best friend and she now have has like 10 puppies because her dog um, gave birth the last week, so she she's babysitting some puppies and it's very cute. Those puppies are black. And movies, well, one of my favorite movies, I think that it's The Sound of Music. It's a very old movie, but it's very beautiful. It talks about the World War II, and it's a love story between the World War and the Nazi situation. It's very beautiful. I recommend that movie for everyone.
Okay, good, Amalia. Nice, very good. I love it. It's very, very good to practice with different topics, totally random topics, and to talk as much as you can, as fast as you can, right?
Yeah,
It
it,
helps
it was
for
a it
fluency.
was a great activity.
Yeah, it is a good one. Exactly. Good, Amalia. Next class, we are going to practice with another activity that it's going to help you for fluency, okay? It's very, very,
Okay,
very helpful.
perfect.
Okay. Nice, Amalia. Now, let's going to continue, right? Good, good,
Yeah.
good. Okay. So, Amalia, the next question. Yeah. Okay. Again, okay, you have 15 seconds to prepare your answer,
Mm-hmm.
45 seconds to give it, okay,
Okay.
to say them. And remember that, okay,
Yeah.
experience. Make an experience, invent an experience, okay? It doesn't
Okay.
matter. The point is that that experience supports your reason, okay? All right.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So, Amalia, you have 15 seconds to write notes.
Mhm.
This is the question. You start to speak now, Amalia.
Personally speaking, I will prefer to drive on a trip because in this way I will be awake on the road trip, so I will be speaking and listening some music and laughing and talking with my friends or my family. For example, I remember when I went to the beach with my friends last week, I was driving the car. So it was a great experience because I was very alert. I was enjoying the trip and I wasn't asleep. And I lived the experience. It was great.
Okay. Now it's better. Now it's way, way, way better, Amalia. Especially the example was more convincing. Okay, it was way
Okay,
more convincing. Okay,
great.
so nice.
It's
But
it was fake.
it was fake, exactly. But we have to make fake
Okay.
experiences because sometimes we have experiences, but we don't remember them in the moment of the test. So,
Yeah, of
okay,
course.
exactly. So, Amalia, this sentence, please. I would be awake. Okay. In this sentence was part of your reason, right?
Yeah.
This sentence, it's a part of your reason, but how can you change this sentence into one that is more generic, that is more general?
Mm,
Be awake.
I'll be enjoying the trip.
Okay, I would be enjoying the trip, but something that is that sounds more like a reason, more general. For
Okay.
example, can be, so I would prefer to drive. So I would prefer to drive because when you drive, you
You
stay
are, you
awake,
stay awake.
awake, exactly, awake. Or you would be awake during the trip, right? You would
Mhm.
awake.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Because this sentence sounds more like it's only for you, okay? That only you prefer to drive and it's your reason and that's it. But these
Mm-hmm.
other sentences sound that that to drive is better for everyone, okay? And in the
Mm-hmm.
reason, you have to say that. In the reason, you have to say that it's better for everyone.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
All right, Amalia, nice. Okay, now let's practice, okay? Let's practice. This time, Amalia, you don't prefer to drive, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You prefer to take a train, all right? So you have
Okay.
to make another experience. You have to think.
Okay.
Another reason experience. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Let's have 15 seconds to write now. Start now. Okay,
Okay.
15 seconds. You start to speak now, Amalia.
Personally speaking, I will prefer to take a train on a trip because if you take a train, you can rest all the road trip before your destination. For example, when I went to Rome last year, I took a train from Rome to Venice, and it was a great experience because I was able to rest on my trip, and when I got to Venice, I was very awake, and I got a really good sleep after before that.
Mhm. Very good, Amalia. That's way, way, way better. That answer was very fantastic. Okay, good.
Okay.
Now, let me give you one advice, well, one recommendation here, some advice. You mentioned that you can rest, right? You can rest. Nice. That's good. Now, during your example, you mentioned to rest again. You can rest and you can get some sleep, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, Amalia, what can be a good synonym, a good phrase, a good word for to rest? What do you think? To
Uh,
rest, to
Sleep.
to sleep can be, but rest is for a short period of time. Sleep is for a long period of time. So,
Okay. To
yeah,
take to take a nap.
to take a nap can be a good one, right? To take a
Mm-hmm.
nap can be a good one. Okay, nice. To take so I could take a nap and I felt more energetic, or I could relax and so on, right?
Yeah, of course.
Just that. Okay. Uh, but yes, the answer was way better than than the first one. Okay, you mentioned the example. Uh, your reason was general, right? You can
Mm-hmm.
rest, not I
Yeah.
can rest, not I can rest. No, you can rest, right? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good, good, good example. Amalia, nice. Okay, now we will continue practicing with some questions more. But before, do you have any questions about this, Amalia? Maybe.
No, I think that it's pretty clear.
Okay, that's good. That's nice. That's nice. Word you can use. Mhm. Yes. Let me check 1 second. Mhm.
It's okay.
Do you have access, Amalia, to this platform to best my
Eh, yeah, I think that that's where I made the diagnostic test yesterday, I think.
Ah, okay, that's nice. Yes, it is a nice platform. It has many questions that are from the TOEFL and some questions that are very similar to the ones from the TOEFL. So it's really, really good. I suggest you highly to use it every day. Yeah, and
Okay,
practice speaking and well,
great.
right, all of them. Okay, we will see a question from here. And 1 second. Oh yeah, this one seems good. Okay, Amalia. So you are going to have again, okay, 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to answer. And
Okay.
your and the time starts
Wait,
now.
wait, wait. What is the okay.
Yeah, yeah. I am going
Okay.
to show you, okay?
Okay, okay.
The next slide. 1, 2, and 3. You start.
Mm,
You start to speak now, Amalia.
I will definitely prefer to go to a place that I have been before, because if you go to a place where you have been before, you are not going to lose yourself in there. For example, on last year when I was living in Argentina, I got lost many times and on that big city because I didn't know well the streets and the directions and everything. So that's why I learned that it's better to visit cities and countries where you have been before.
Ah, nice and nice, nice, nice. Good, Amalia, good. That's a good example. And I think that was real, right? That's a real
Y-
experience.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was like kind of real.
Nice, but it's okay. It's okay. If you have your own experience and you remember it, well, use it. Why not? Why not? Is
Okay.
nice. Okay, Amanda, good. Okay, let me check 1 second. You can be there.
Yeah,
Good.
it's okay.
In Argentina. Mhm. Yes. Okay. So your answer is very, very, very good, Amalia. One suggestion is to try to combine, okay? Try to combine simple sentences and also um and also complex sentences, all right? This is a sentence. Look at this. She talks, no, she speaks French, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this sentence, does it have one idea? Uh, the sentence?
Uh, what did you say?
Yeah. Does this sentence give one idea, one complete idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It gives one complete idea. Very good. And what about this sentence? Mm, if she goes to France. No, if she goes to Europe. What about this sentence, Amalia? That
Mm, no, that sentence doesn't mean anything.
no, right? It doesn't have a complete idea.
Idea. Yeah.
Exactly. So this sentence is a dependent sentence, okay? It's a
Mm-hmm.
dependent sentence. And this sentence is an independent. It has a
Mm-hmm.
meaning on its own. So can you join? Can you join these two ideas? Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. How? How can be how can you join these two sentences?
Um, well, uh, can I add some more words?
No, no, it's okay. Just with these words.
Oh,
Can you join them
okay.
like this? Like this?
I will prefer to say if she goes to Europe, she speaks French.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Good.
Mm-hmm.
That would be okay. And if she goes to Europe, she speaks French, right? So so this sentence, right? This sentence is a simple sentence. This
Mm-hmm.
is a complex sentence, right?
Okay.
Simple
Yeah.
sentence, complex sentence. During your during the during this task, during the well, all the tasks, but especially task number one, is very good, is nice to use simple sentences, but also complex sentences, right? If you use
Mm-hmm.
both, you use one simple sentence, one complex sentence, one simple sentence, and so on. You combine them, your score is going to be higher. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to help you a lot. So
Yeah, you're
that's
right.
something that we will try. We will practice on. Okay, 1 second. We have 20 hours, right? Mhm. Okay, we will try to practice this in the next class, okay? In the next class. But yes, it's going to boost your score if you use both complex and simple sentences.
Yes, you're
Right.
right.
Okay, Maria. But yes. Now let's do a short practice before we finish, okay? Let's do
Mm-hmm.
another exercise. Okay, this time Amalia, you don't prefer places where you have been before, okay? This,
Mm-hmm.
you prefer the opposite, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Place you have never been, okay, in the past. All right. So, Amalia, let's start practice now, okay? You can write
Okay.
your notes. 15 seconds now. You start to speak now, Amalia.
I strongly believe that it's better to visit places where you have never been before. Eh, because if you visit places where you have never been before, you are going to be able to learn more about new cultures. For example, when I went to Mexico on last year, we went to a little small town called Chapala, and I have never been there before, but the experience was beautiful, and I ate some different and new Mexican food that I have never tried on the past. So it was a great experience.
Hmm. Very good. I love it. I love it. I love that response. Nice. Nice, Amalia. Because during the exam, you have to absolutely invent new reasons, new experiences. And this exercise helps a lot for that, right? Because
Yeah.
you prefer to visit a place that you have been before, right? But now you
Mhm.
have to defend the opposite, completely
Yeah.
opposite of the idea.
It's
That really helps. What did you
it's
think
really
about
great.
the exercise?
Oh, I think
Yeah.
that you lose
Okay, Amalia,
connection.
nice. So, yes. Oh, yes, that's right. Can you listen now,
Okay.
Amalia? Can you listen?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good, Amalia, nice. So, yeah, this was a great class, I think. Okay, you now know how to provide good examples, how to make that your reasons sound more genetic or more general,
Mhm.
not too specific,
Yeah.
and your examples, your experiences about the past always, okay? About the past to give more strong opinions. And what else? What else? Oh, yes, try to use synonyms, right? Try to use synonyms always. Okay? Good, Amalia. So next class, Amalia, we will make a short review about the first question, but we will start the second question. Okay, we will start question number 2 because
Oh, okay.
we need to practice the old questions. All
Okay,
right?
perfect. So, and I have a question.
Yeah.
Um, I have access to the platform that you showed me, right? So I can practice in there if I want.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can practice. No, you can practice absolutely. Okay, any time, at any time, and yeah, it has very good exercises. They look really, really like the real exam from the TOEFL, so it's going to
Okay,
help you a
perfect.
lot.
Yeah, because yesterday that I made the diagnostic test, I'm the test was like the new TOEFL version.
Oh,
So I don't know if that platform is absolutely with the new TOEFL version.
I'm going to show you. Actually, the platform has both versions. Okay,
Oh, okay.
the old one and the new one. So you go to the to home, right? To the main website and on settings. Can you see settings?
Yeah,
Right? You click on settings and here you it says TOEFL, right?
yeah,
TOEFL, and it says before 21, right? Before
oh,
21, 2026. You have
yeah.
to click on it and you have to click on after, okay? After
Okay.
21, right?
So in my case, is the
On after
before.
21. Exactly, it's the opposite. You have to click on the opposite.
Okay,
Right now you
perfect.
can, oh, I'm sure that you can see this, right? And so you have to click and go to the old version,
Okay, perfect. I'll do it. So,
right? Okay, Amalia. Nice.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's it. You can practice with both, all the old one and the new version.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Well, that was my question.
Okay, Amalia. So yeah, have a good night, Amalia. See you tomorrow. No, on Monday, right?
Yeah,
See you
on
on Monday.
Monday. Thank you, teacher. Goodbye. See you on Monday.
Have a good night, Amalia.